how we work and help meet the deficit of employment opportunities, especially for young people in Kenya. And there is a real need. According to 2020 Kenya National Bureau of Statistics census data, more than 5 million young people, or 38.9% of the more than 13 million young Kenyans, are jobless, further widening the gap between the rich and the poor.
Ajira program is aimed at training our young people to be able to get access to digital work. And in this instance, we want to encourage people like yourselves who are trainers of trainers to use that platform to be able to work with, for example, our Jira trainers, for you to be able to acquire those skills and to be able to pass on those skills to the other young men and women.
In a bid to address the unemployment issue in the country, Kenya has embarked on its digital transformation journey to tap into the immense opportunities in the digital economy. To prepare the youth for this space, the government launched the Ajira digital program to train, mentor, and ensure young people were equipped for the gig economy.
Ajira digital allows them to supplement their work, to supplement activities. If they are doing research, if they're involved in education, they can still be able to have that and still have some basic income that allows them to make ends meet. We've got over 300 people being trained on the Cisco academy skills, and actually we've done so far over 424 or so, and of those 50
so our trainings are designed to be 2-day to 1-week trainings, where a young person is able to go through: how do I create an online work account, what is this online work and gig economy, what are the local and international platforms that I can benefit from, how do I create a profile, how do I bid, and most importantly, how do I grow my rating to a degree where I can earn a dignified income.
We now have over 353 centers that we've set up across. These are a combination of what we used to call CIHs, Constituency Innovation Hubs, and then the Youth Empowerment Centers. We've combined them to, Ajira Youth Empowerment Centers, which means we have at least one in every constituency. So young people can go there and be able to start working, to be trained, to get involved with the different activities that are going on within that hub.
We're coming in to really operationalize and hopefully scale the impact of Jira.
The government and private sector have been playing a key role in driving the gig economy through digitization of services and adoption of digital services.
Through the Ajira digital program, our purpose is to introduce at least 10,000 Kenyan youth to online work.
Errands Guy, which is a platform that runs errands for individuals and businesses, has continued to serve as a job linkage platform for Ajira trainees.
We needed to build our business around technology. Technology being an enabler for us to reach more people. And that is how our story has been taking shape. We believe that we could be able to even absorb, even by December, 500.
Elimu TV, which enables education through the media, has also been serving as a digital employer for both teachers and Ajira trainees, who are more instrumental during their online campaigns which seek to raise awareness on availability of educational content in the digital space.
Our Twitter campaigns, the last one we did, we are actually number 3 in the country, and we used about 180 youth to be able to push that campaign. The one that we just finished last week, we used 53 youth, and again we were able to reach over 73,000 people. And those young people have been quite active, quite aggressive, and progressively they are getting engaged, even not only by us but even by other agencies.
So the businesses need to start looking at these models, creating the efficiency, creating work where they can actually package and it will be done very quickly.
When I joined Jira in 2017, I was a student still, and I wanted to gain extra skills in to make money online. And I already had an idea about doing academic papers. So I started doing academic papers, I started doing content writing, and then I didn't know about transcription then, which of course when I went for the training, I got to learn about transcription. And I managed to help myself to make some cash.
One of the skills that I learned was the soft skills, which are really important, especially while negotiating, talking to clients, relating to people.
With the faster internet and improved connectivity that has made the digital economy a reality, teachers can now reach their students anywhere across the country, which became one of the most practical ways for learning to continue during the pandemic. Elimu TV is one of the online platforms giving students an opportunity to learn from the comfort of their homes.
I teach from my house in Nyeri, and I teach students all over Kenya. You see, I just Googled how to use the Zoom app, haraka, and the following day, the job was started.
In case they were not able to get something during the class, we have a WhatsApp group where they send the questions, then we do it there.
The judiciary has also joined this journey and has made significant steps towards digitizing its services by training legal transcribers to type the proceedings of the cases.
We have put in place systems to have a virtual court. A virtual court is where we can hear the case from here, and a witness is in Washington. He testifies when he is in Washington.
The digital economy is growing faster than overall economies, especially in the developing countries. According to the World Bank, ICT accounts for 17% of GDP growth in developing countries. Wowzy, a platform that allows advertisers to load a brief, then select influencers that they would like to engage with. The platform has also continued to provide opportunities for Ajira trainees to practice their craft.
Digital is where young people thrive because unlike the generations ahead of them, they are the experts.
I'm a believer that you learn every day, every experience, because now that transition is what is important. That even as they are trained, also the market comes to terms with the aspects of the gig economy.
And for online professional workers, there is already the Online Professional Workers Association of Kenya, which aims to build their professions and speak in one voice.
We currently have about 500 members within the organization. Kenya does have one of the best transcribers, not only in Africa, but in the world.
Kari Kambulu is the co-founder of Atabantu, whose one of the flagship products is range.co.ke, a digital e-commerce platform that equips young people on the necessary tools to thrive on the e-commerce space.
These skills that I have, what is my strength? What is the thing that I am good at? Whether or not you're, becoming self-employed or you're getting a job, you still have to know what you're good at. And then ask yourself the most important question: who will pay for it?
Online work is skilled work, and online work is work, and it pays.
Thank you all, supporters of the Jira digital program. Without you, we would not have been able to succeed to the level that we have. We still have a way to go, but I would like to thank especially the MasterCard Foundation for the support that you've already given to us, and the trainings that have now started across the country are very visible. Young people are being able to log in, be able to get the training that they need, and actually have started earning. They're doing this across the country. So thank you very much for the support, and we look forward to continuing to work together with you.
Thank you so much, Cliff, for sharing with us the video. I believe from that, most of your questions, or a few of the questions you're having, have already been addressed. If not, we are also going to address queries at the very end of these presentations. I believe you've now been able to, those who had issues in their heads whether a Jira digital program is legit, you have been able to verify that from the presentations from the cabinet secretary and even from the president and different partners that we partnered with. So and even from the success stories of those who have gone ahead of you. And even right now, I believe you're asking that very question that someone was asking, what am I good at and who is willing to pay for it? So hold on to that thought as I welcome our presenter to give us more on our mission and vision and what Ajira is all about. So a presentation on the same. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Debbie. Go to the next slide. Okay, thank you. So short overview of the Ajira digital program. The program is a government initiative that is launched and driven by the Ministry of ICT, Innovation and Youth Affairs, that is MOICT. And as part of the government, you've seen our president, Uhuru Kenyatta, is very passionate about the youth, that he does not want the youth to be side dishes, but to be the main meal. And again, nothing for us without us when it comes to youth issues. So again, the program seeks to position Kenya as a choice labor destination and a business process outsourcing hub for multinational companies, as well as encourage local companies and the public sector to create digital work. And I think with COVID, this has really worked well for some of the organizations who currently now people are working from home. So kama kawaida, Kenya, when we are given something, sisi ni wale wasi. We move to those positions. We do literally, we hustle doing everything and anything. So even when it comes to digital work, we need to embrace it. So we come to the pillars of the program, and it is anchored on 4 strategic pillars designed to address the key challenges that hinder the youth from benefiting from digital and digitally enabled job opportunities. So what are some of these 4 pillars that we have? One is awareness, where we build trust and confidence. We create awareness about this whole program. For instance, when we have such webinars, this is just one way of creating awareness. Access to infrastructure. That is through empowerment, through regulatory infrastructure and financial support. And when it comes to infrastructures, some of our counties, in most of the areas, we already have what we call the Creative Innovation Hubs, that is the CIHs or the IX. So wherever you are at, you can check if you have an infrastructure CIH near you, then you can go there. You have laptops, you have center managers who will guide you on what to do. Training and mentorship, this is basically skills and guidance for the dynamic, always changing ecosystem. So training and mentorship is offered, and all this is free of charge. The only thing we need from you is your time. And of course, access to dignified work, where we catalyze the demand side locally, regionally, and internationally. So after the trainings and the mentorship, you as the trainer and then the mentee, we are able to link you up with different clients, and you'll end up doing work remotely. That is, you're here in Kenya, but you're working for someone who is based in the US. So that's it from me. Back to you, Madam Moderator. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Betty, for that presentation. I believe we are getting somewhere. And now, maybe the questions running in your head right now is that you're hearing training. What is this training? Not to worry, we are going to that, but talk about the training life cycle and hope that one able to now measure in. So, and the summary of the job category.
Okay, thank you very much, the moderator, for the opportunity. There's this bit of mission, vision, and objectives before I talk about the training life cycle. At least they get to know what we have for them. So, what's the mission and vision of Ajira? The mission is just to recognize Kenya globally as a leading freelancing hub. With this program, definitely we are looking forward to that. Then the vision we have is at least train 1 million Kenyan youth, and at least they get to earn some decent wages from the online jobs. Then our objectives are for the Kenyan youth to be skilled with the work readiness skill for digital ecosystem. Just like you know, the future work, that's our slogan, the future work works online. So that tells you in the near future, we'll not be having these the white collar jobs that the young staff are doing. So because we have a lot of work, digital, that is our objective, at least to impact the youth in the scale and position Kenya as an ideal destination for digital work, then build a community amongst online workers to ensure that we don't work in isolation. So that's why we have even, we also consider that objective that as online workers we work together, definitely, and the availability of upskilling content and clarity on career growth for all digital workers. So basically, those are the brief objectives that you're looking up into. So what are the training life cycle? What do we expect from Ajira, just from booking and to job linkages? So definitely you need to book, you need to create. Sorry, Sophie, kindly mute your mic. Sophia, kindly mute your mic. Or the host, you can help mute Sophia so that we don't have mix up. So we expect you to book a training that is create, right. Host, kindly you can mute Sophia if she's unable to do it on her own. So there's need of creating a profile on a Jira portal that you're going to be guided later on. How to go about it. Then after you create a portal on our, you've created an account on our Jira portal, you're supposed to book a training category of interest. All right, thank you for that. So, so you need to create a profile on our portal. You're going to be guided on how to do that. Thereafter, book a training category of your choice. We have 5 job categories that you're going to explain in details how or what is entailed in each and every of them. Then apart from creating a profile and booking, definitely you attend training. Our trainings are offered virtually, and they're 2 days. You only spend your 2 days to attend our training session. So for the day 1, it will tackle the theory part of that given job category that you shall have registered for. Then on day 2, that will be a practical session. And the afternoon of the day 2, definitely, you will have induction of mentorship, because we don't just train you and leave you at that point. You need mentorship. 2 days cannot be enough to understand every concept. So you will need mentorship. So don't just attend day 1 and day 2 and you drop on the way. You will ensure that you transition to mentorship, which will take a month. On a particular job category, definitely, that you are trained on. So if you choose to train on maybe data entry, for instance, you will have to take a month for mentorship, where you will be matched with an experienced mentors. Those are in the call here, we have experienced mentors in various job categories, and you're going to listen to them explain these various categories. So after during mentorship, there will be what you call job linkages. So these are job linkages that are offline and online. So if you talk about online, we have various online work platforms where we will be your mentor or even during training it will be hinted, but during mentorship, much of it will be tackled, how you can create accounts in these various online platforms, how do you send write bids, how do you win jobs, how do you link up to these clients. All these opportunities are available locally and internationally. So during mentorship, we'll be taking you through all these. And you even listen, you got it from the video that was shared, that even the judiciary our Kenyan judiciary is on it. So definitely that those offline jobs that also are available. That also will be linking you to such kind of opportunities. So which categories do we train on? We train on data entry and management, we train on virtual assistant, we train on transcription and video captioning, we train on digital marketing and e-commerce, then finally we train on writing and translation. Thank you very much, the moderator. So I think somebody else will be taking you through these categories, at least to get to understand them in detail. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth, for that presentation on mission and the Ajira training life cycle. So right about now, we are going to go into details to elaborate what each and every job category that have been mentioned entails and what you'll be doing as if you take up training on that particular job category, and even after mentorship, what are some of the jobs that you will be involved in as a freelancer. So let me welcome Omoro Dominic to take us through data management skill. Welcome, Dominic.
Okay, thank you very much, team. Good morning. My name is Dominic Omoro, just as you've heard from Debbie, and I'm a center manager at Kasipul constituency. I man Kachin South Ayek. I'm also a mentor under data management and entry. And I'm glad to be with you here today so that we can share some insights about freelancing and what it entails to be a good freelancer. So I'll talk about two job categories, that is data management and virtual assistant. And I'll start with data management. Data management is the broad job category, but under data management, we still have other subcategories like data entry and data analysis. So in a brief description of what data management is, it's just the process of collecting and inputting data or information into a computer using input devices such as keyboard, disk, scanner, and such like. So it is important to understand the description of what data management is because it's a broad term. And I've said that it's the process of collecting and inputting data or information into computers using devices, input devices such as keyboard, scanner, disk, or even voice through using speakers. So as a data manager, there are some tools and attributes that you will be required to have so that you can compete. You can compete well with other freelancers. Like one, you need to have a fast typing speed. And if you talk about typing speed, we are talking about a typing speed of around 40 words per minute. And if you join Ajira training, you'll be able to be taken through some of the tools that will enable you to improve in your typing speed. Like we have things like typeracer.com, typingtest.com, typingcat.com. So we have quite a number, over 10 or even 20 tools that you can use online that can improve your typing speed to around 40 or 35, let's say 35 words per minute and above. Another one again is that you must have attention to details and high accuracy. Assume that you are a data entry clerk and you're working for Kenya National Examination Council, entering marks for students who maybe have done KCSE or KCPE, and just a small error like omitting 0 or adding 0 where it's not supposed to be will change the meaning of everything. So you need to have what we call accuracy and attention to details. The accuracy will gain when you use these typing tools that I've just listed above. Then you must also be good in some other tools like Microsoft Excel, Last year, Microsoft Excel was one of the tools that paid highly. Freelancers, it was a skill that was on high demand last year, a freelancing platform. So if you join our training, you'll be taken through Microsoft Excel. During the training and in mentorship process, you'll be taken through Microsoft Excel. You will also be taught about Microsoft Access database. If you want to be a database manager, you work for a school, an hospital, or you work for a business, or you work for a company where you manage the inventories. These are tools that are important. Over and above, you will also be taught things like SPSS and more skills that will enable you to become a good data manager, both in freelancing and in outside freelancing. Remember, data management, you are not fixed only to freelancing. You can still get other jobs, like I've just mentioned, NEC gets data entry clerks every year. We have our partners like KEPSA. They also hire data entry clerks. We have other bodies like KNPS, IEBC, research institutes like Stedman, Ipsos, Innovate. They always hire what we call data management clerks. So with data management, you'll never go wrong. And if you take the training today, what you will be the trainers and the mentors will ensure that at the end of the 1 month period that will be engaging you, you will be having these skills. So again, I'll also talk about virtual assistant as the second job category. And a virtual assistant is just an independent contractor who provides administrative services. Virtual assistant is just an independent contractor who provides administrative services. So administrative services which a virtual assistant can provide are quite numerous. Things like you can be an accountant for a company based in the US or somewhere in the Middle East or in Europe. You are managing their books, the QuickBooks. You can work for a company as a call center manager. Like, for example, nowadays, the top brands like Safaricom, they will take people who work in the call center, but you call at night, maybe these people are not at Safaricom house, they're somewhere seated in a house, they just responding to mails, responding to posts which are on Facebook or wherever they are. You can work for, under virtual assistant, you can work as an event planner. Maybe somebody wants to take a leave and wants to come to Africa. Maybe it's a corporate in Europe, or just a person who wants to come and tour Kenya, and maybe is not well acquainted with the hotel facilities that we have in Kenya. So you will be tasked with planning that event, organizing it well until it becomes a success. A virtual assistant, you can still offer legal services. You can offer HR services. Basically, let's say all kinds of professions are covered under the virtual assistant. So some of the tools and attributes that you need to have are things like Calendly. Calendly is used for managing. I have just talked about you. If you train as a virtual assistant, you'll be managing events. So if you have Calendly, this one will help you to plan events for bodies or corporate people coming from abroad. Google Calendar is just the same as Calendly. Google Sheets are just for that. They look more of Excel sheets. They help in generating reports and analyzing data. You will be taught on how to do email management. Tools like Somebody to Mute, Evelyn Kemunto, tools like Trello, Microsoft Teams, Canva, all those ones are tools that will help you as a virtual assistant so that you can provide top-class services to your clients. We say that in online work, a client works with you remotely. The client does not know you. You do not know the client. And the language you use is what will convince the client to hire you. And the services you offer is what will always make the client refer you to the best, and it is what will make you to stand from the crowd. I think that's the end of my presentation. If you have a question, you can just write on the chat box, or you can note it down, and at the end of the presentations of the job categories, I will answer it. Back to you, host.
Thank you so much, Dominic, for that elaborate description of what data management and virtual assistant entails. So yeah, that's really what it is in a nutshell. So in case you're here and you're interested in majoring in data management or in virtual assistant, actually, if you're a virtual assistant, you'll be doing data management as well. So it's a plus. So if that is something that you're interested in doing, you can later on sign up, or you can reach out to us in data management or in virtual assistant. We are going to tell you who those are. Like Dominic is in data management, Alan is in writing, I'm in data management. So we'll be able to assist you to even how to sign up and take up that class. So right about now, I'll welcome Lamek Adera to take us the transcription.
Okay, good morning. I hope you people can hear me. My name is Lamek Adera. I'm a Jira Center Manager at Ndewa Constituency, Ratanga Hayek. I'm an online worker and also a mentor in freelancing. Now, first of all, I'm very happy to see the youths who have managed to join today. Indeed, they have not made a wrong decision. They not regret it. Now, we have talked of several job categories that we handle in Ajira. The two of them has been explained by my colleague. I would like to take you through the third one called transcription. And you'll realize that almost all of them are amazing. You will even be confused on which one to choose. Now, when we talk of transcription, in this job category, transcription is the process of converting an audio or video into text, as simple as such. So it's one of the easiest job categories to start in. So I want to give you an example so that you understand what transcription is into detail, especially now that there is the pandemic of corona. Most of the things are done virtually. From court cases, you heard of the judiciary going digital. Nowadays, we have online interviews. We have online conferences. More than once, you have watched on TV when our president is having conferences with other delegates from different countries. So all these things are done online, just like our meeting today. So a meeting like this one of ours, or any other conference, any other meeting, any other court session can be recorded. For example, the meeting we're having now is being recorded. Now, after, sorry, kindly mute. Okay, thank you. So I was saying a meeting can be recorded like this one of ours. Then for records purposes, we must keep record that on such a date we did 1, 2, 3. After recording this meeting, it is recorded in video format. We'll give it to a person to type it down. So somebody will listen to the whole of the video of the session we had today from the beginning to the end and type it down, just like a play. I know most of you can remember plays we did in high school. So you'll type them down, speaker 1, what speaker 1 said, speaker 2, up to the last. So that's what we call transcription, as simple as such. So in transcription, we also have tools, and actually we also have rules, though it's very interesting. It might seem simple, but we also have rules in transcription, which if you join our training, you'll be able to be taught about. So tools that we'll need here are, of course, typing. You'll need Microsoft Word, just like data management. We might also need other tools for transcription, like otter.ai. You'll get to know the tools. Then on the skills that you need, you must be having a listening skill. You know, you'll be transcribing audios that are recorded worldwide. Utapata mzungu wako huko England, and maybe you will not be able to get the accent. So you must be very keen, and you must be having very, very high listening skills. You must also have proofreading skills. You must also have grammar, good grammar. You will also have a good typing speed. Typing speed cuts across. So if you join Ajira, any of the Ajira category, we assure you that your typing speed will improve. You will also need an headphone. The reason why we talk of an headphone is, imagine you are listening to a video and there are a lot of interruptions in the background. So an headphone is a good tool. It will help you get the audio clearly. So that's what all transcription entails. And I welcome anyone interested in it to join Ajira. Thank you, and back to you, Madam Debbie.
Thank you very much, Lamek, for that presentation on transcription. So I believe you have listened in on what it entails, and if you feel that that is something you may be good at and you can undertake, you are most welcome to transcription. So I'll welcome Alan to take us through content writing. Welcome, Alan.
So good morning, everyone.
Alan, you're on mute.
Okay. I hope it's okay, Debbie, right now.
Yes, loud and clear.
All right. Just a minute. Now, I want us to go through writing and translation. Writing and translation and the available opportunities that you can explore as a writer. So like I've rightfully been introduced, my name is Alan Aguko, and I mentor writing and translation. Now, for those of us who are interested or who have interests in translation, there are a number of opportunities you can pursue as a so there are a number of opportunities you can pursue as a writer, as a content writer. Now, one, for you to be a writer, because writing is about creating content. That's what you create content. That's your biggest role for as a freelancer. So clients would want people to create content for them, publish on their blog. Someone would create content for them to publish on their websites. Someone would create a product description to a company, product sold on major online stores such as Amazon, Jumia, Alibaba, and all that. Now, for you to be a writer, we expect you to, there's someone on, okay, no problem, no worries. So for you to be a writer, we expect you to have average linguistic competence, average. You can understand bit of grammar, average punctuation, average tenses for you to be a writer. Now, as a writer, we expect you to do, be doing research, you can be creating content, you can be proofreading, you can be doing translation. And during that time, when you train, we will also help you understand some of the industry tools, because as a freelancer, you leverage on technology to increase your productivity. As a freelancer, technology is a very important aspect of freelancing. Now, we'll expect you to, by the time you shall have finished the training and mentorship, there are a number of tools. Grammarly, you should have known how to use Grammarly, both premium and we have the free version and the premium version. And as a beginner, we always tell people that go for the free Grammarly version because you're already looking for money. So we'll teach you how to use Grammarly. We'll teach you how to use Pro Writing Aid. We'll teach you how to use Hemingway. We'll also teach you how to use Turnitin for checking plagiarism. And also when you're doing your research, it's important. We'll also teach you how to use Google Scholar for citations, how to use CiteFirst for citations. We'll also help you understand how you can use Google Translate when you're undertaking translation tasks. Lingui is also an important tool that will also help you to understand. So we have so many tools in the industry that will help you. Again, there are so many platforms that offer writing and translation jobs. So we'll also help you create platforms, because after you've been trained, after you've been mentored, we expect that you now start getting a few dollars out of the knowledge you have gained. So we'll help you create platforms in Upwork, Copywriting Network, Content Authority, Guru, People Per Hour, Fiverr, in all those platforms. We'll also help you during this time, because there are so many opportunities you can explore as a writer. As a writer, you can work as a technical writer, where you develop content that manuals that accompany electronic devices. For instance, when you buy your phone, there's a manual. As we have writers who create those manuals that accompany technical writers who create manuals that accompany your or those electronic devices that you buy. We'll also train you as a writer to do what we call creative writing. We'll teach you how to do ghostwriting. Ghostwriting is where you do content. You write maybe a speech or you write a short story, and then you sell it. And then whoever buys that client becomes the author. We'll also teach you how to do what you call product review. You can be reviewing products in potential buyers. We'll also teach you how you can do copywriting. You write material that is meant for promotion. So you realize that writing is a very, very vast field where you get to learn so much. You get to learn how you can do blogging, how you can create blog posts and monetize your blog. All right. So it's a very interesting field. And if you're interested in becoming a writer, a content writer and a translator, we are here to work with you through the journey as a beginner to intermediate level to an expert level. So should you have any questions or anything that you'd like us to clarify, we are here for you. So just go to the chat and share your thoughts and your ideas about all the skill sets. What do you think? And right about now, we want to believe that you already have something in mind, because we've taken you through the skill sets. You're picturing something that you want to pursue. Perhaps you're picturing whether you want to do data, you want to do virtual assistant, you want to do transcription. So we expect that at the end of this session, you should have made up your mind on the skill set that you want to pursue. So thank you very much. Back to you, our able chair, Debbie.
Thank you so much, Alan, for that elaborate presentation on what content writing and translation entails. So you could be wondering, so how do you get to be trained? Where do you go so that you can get training for these particular skills that have been shared with you? So we have centers across the country right now. They've been set up with computers and there's stable internet. You can check with those centers around you so that you can get trained. But if not, you can also get training from wherever you are. We are going to take you through how to sign up for training, how to sign up portal, and also join training during a training session. So I'm going to welcome one of us, that is Eric Mwambi, who is going to take us through the sign up process and how to get yourself to register for the training. So welcome, Eric. Take it away. Those who are having questions, I can see hands that have been raised. We are going to give you a chance. Just be patient a bit. We're going to give you a chance to ask those questions and we are going to address them as they come in. So don't you worry. We are going to give you a chance to ask all the questions.
Thank you so much, Madam, for the opportunity. Maybe before I take our visitors on how they can be able to open an account and also how they can be able to register for the training. Maybe Trun had something to talk about on a digital marketing. So maybe if you can hear me, you can talk something on digital marketing. aside
Sorry,
from
sorry. Sorry about that. I overlooked. I think after that presentation from we are done categories. So digital marketing. So let's get to hear what digital marketing entails. Then we are going to go through the sign up process. My apologies. Karibu sana.
Thank you so much, Debbie. Of course, it is the last job category that we are offering at a Jira digital program, a skill set that you can train on. Digital marketing is simply, and of course, it is not only digital marketing, we are also taking you through what is called e-commerce. So it is digital marketing and e-commerce. This is simply how you can promote products online, leveraging on online platforms. There's so many online platforms that you can use to market products of a particular company, businesses of people, and so on and so forth. Such platforms, I know some of you are already members. Facebook is one of them. We have Twitter, we even have YouTube, and so on and so forth. So digital marketing, when you sign up for this particular course, you will be taken through how you can gain enough skills on how to assist companies and organizations market their products using those social media platforms. Some of the tools that you'll be required to have is CEO skill, that is search engine optimization, how you can be able to make sure that a particular website of a company or products of a certain company appears always at the first trending bit. Then, of course, content marketing, how to create content that are geared towards making an appealing approach to whoever is able to see them on the social media platforms, email marketing, and so on and so forth. Also, on the e-commerce bit, you can leverage on platforms that exist like Amazon or Jumia to sell your products and also to buy products. So those are some of the things that you are taken through when you register for this particular amazing course called Digital Marketing and E-commerce at Ajira. Otherwise, thank you, Debbie.
Thank you so much, True, for that. So if you believe that digital marketing is a skill that you may be interested in, someone's mic is on. Let me check. Okay, yeah, so if you believe that digital marketing is a skill that you may be interested in, then you are free to take up that one. So I'm going to welcome Eric to take us through the registration process. So welcome.
Thank you, Madam Chair, for the opportunity again. It's a good morning. Now this is one of the most important sessions that we're going to have in the next 5 minutes or so. So with permission, I'm going to share my screen. But before I share, there's a link that I've just dropped on the chat. So my request is that everyone on the chat, kindly click on the link. That link is going to take you to the landing page where we are supposed to register on the Jira, and then from there we can be able to book classes. So I've just shared the link on the chat. Maybe let me just reshare it again. So once you click on the link, it's going to take you to the official website of the Jira program, ajiradigital.go.ke, where you should be able to actually create an account. So I'm going to share my screen right now. Okay, so once you click on the link, it's good if we go step by step with you. So once more again, I'm requesting you to click on the link so that you can land on this page so that we can move together step by step. Besides that link, once you click, it's going to take you to this beautiful site, ajiradigital.go.ke. A minute as you click. So now I believe everybody's there. Yes. So once you're there, This is the landing page. You're going to see very beautiful icons there. You're going to see trainings, e-learning, jobs, clubs, centers, studios, and so on. So if this is your first time to land on this page, what you simply need to do, you just click on the register. So once you click on the register, it's going to take you to the account creation portal or the account creation page, which is this one. So for example, you need 3 important details for you to be in a position, actually three important details for you to be in a position to register onto the portal. So first of all, you need to have your ID with you. You also need to have a working email address. You also need to have a working mobile number. It could be whatever network of your choice. So assuming I want now to start opening the account. So in this case, I'm going, for example, if I'm called Eric, I'm going to write Eric. And then on last name, for example, let me just input my name, Eric Mwambi. And then you input your ID. Let's say maybe it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you also type your mobile number, assuming this is the one, 0712 249489. And then you also type email address on this side. This is the place to type your email address, as you can see. So you type your email address like this. And then you create a strong password. This password has to meet some criteria. It has to be 8 characters. Minimum and a maximum of 15 characters. And then on this password, I know you know how to create a strong password. For example, the password can be password, the name password, maybe starting with capital P at 1, 2, 3, 4. For example, maybe if my password could be, I can just create a password like this. For example, maybe password at 1, 2, 3, 4. So this password actually meets the criteria that's needed here. You see, it is between 8 characters and 15 characters, and then it also have one number, and then at the same time it has a special character. In this case, a special character is the at. A special character can be at, it can be a full stop, it can be the ampersand, it can be the hash sign, and so on. And then it also have to have a minimum of 1 capital letter. So in this case, my P is capital. So once you have done that, you also need to confirm that you're not a robot. So once you click on this, and then you also confirm your password on this end, simply click on the register. Once you click on register, two things are going to happen. You're going to receive a link to email address to confirm that indeed you opened you are intending to open the account. So once I click on the register and then I go to my email, I'm going to have received a link from the ajiradigital.go.ke. So from the link, once you click on the link, it's normally a straightforward process. So once you click, it's going to now take you to this landing page where you could have confirmed that you have indeed opened your account. So I've assumed that I clicked on register. So, and then now I'm going now to go to login. So with the credentials that I actually created, that is my email address and the password that I created. So you simply need to type your email address that you actually confirmed or verified, and then with your password, you can just remember the password here, and then you just click on login. As simple as that. So once you have logged in successfully with your email address and then with your password, this is now the landing page, the first landing page once you have logged in. So from here, we are going to see this, something like to update profile. You can also be able to track the status of your profile completion in terms of percentage. So as you can see, for example, mine is 6% completed. So now to be able to book classes with us, you need actually do this. So you simply need to go on the update profile, as simple as this. And then once you're here, you can fill in your personal information that could be missing. For example, my first name, last name, and then and the middle name as well. you also need it. You can actually verify your number. For example, as you can see, my number is not verified in this, but I've verified my email address on the other end. You need to have verified one of them at least, either your mobile number or your email. But it's also good to verify both of them, such that in an event you have forgotten your password, it is easier for you to be able to recover. So you simply update your personal information. This is just English. You read the information that is needed, so date of birth, whatever, what, and everything, and then you say update down here. So once you update, it's going to, maybe let me try to update here, then see what happens. We'll see something like profile update successfully. So once you have done that, you're going to see an increase in terms of percentage on the profile completion. So maybe if you have not reached the 6%, you again need to go to the second part. So you still go to update profile. Then you come on the address. You can edit. You can edit from here. You can fill in the information. For example, your residing country, your residing county, your constituency, postal address, and so on. And then as well, then you say update. So once you have done that, you can also go to the educational qualification. You fill in, for example, if a personalized student is university, so you post there, you add the qualification, you add, just like it's as simple as creating a Facebook account or as simple as creating an email account. So if you have ever done that, just the way you complete the profile, it is the same case in here. So you can also fill in your professional or work experience as well as industry skills. So once that is done, then you have saved that. Yes. So once that is done, then once you ensure that you have filled in the information that you wanted to do, then now you can actually go to home here. Once you're at home, and then now you can be able to go to trainings. So from here, once you've filled your profile and then it's at 60%, you can now go to trainings and then book a training. So how do I do that? You simply go to home. So once you're at home here, and then you click on trainings. Under trainings, there's a sub-tab called trainings here. So you simply click on that. So now under here, you're going to see the various job categories that we have just talked about. The various skill sets. In this case, we have content writing. We have talked about virtual assistants. We have also talked about the data entry basic skills, transcription, and as well as digital marketing. So for example, if you want to book a class, maybe in transcription, for instance, so we're going to come here and then see where transcription is. So for example, in this case, we have transcription basic steps. So for me to be able to book a class in transcription, I'm going to, so transcription is here. I'm going to come here to details. So on the details, once I've clicked on the details, I'm actually going to see the various slots, the various schedules that are actually available. So we normally have trainings on the Mondays and Tuesdays, day 1 and day 30, day 1, day 2, and then we also have the second trainings on the same week that happens on Wednesday and the Thursday. So for this case, you can see our next transcription training that where we have a slot is, for example, 25th August 2021. So if, for example, I want to book this class, you can even check the details, but if you just want to book, you simply click on book now. So once you click book now, you're going to see some details of that class, and then maybe you're going to give us description or a brief motivation or a statement that why do you intend to book data training. So once you click on confirm, something is going to happen. You're going to receive a confirmation on your in form of SMS that you have indeed booked that training, and as well you're also going to receive a Zoom link that you will be using to join the class on that specific day that you actually selected. So as simple as that. Maybe once more again, just a recap. Once you have opened your account, you have completed your profile, you just go to home and then you click on trainings. And then from trainings, then you click on the sub tab that is trainings. And then from there, you should be able to see the various skill sets that are available. As you can see here, you just select. And by the way, you can also select, for example, you can actually search if you intend to. You can, we have schedules, training schedules actually are available even up to, we have organized it up to maybe 3 months ahead. So you can be able to book any date that you think actually suits you. So I'm just going to check on the chat and then see if there are any questions on the training or as well as opening the account. So you can keep the questions coming. I believe people have already clicked on the link that I already shared and they have tried to open an account. So let me check if there are any questions or any concerns on the same. Yes, maybe let me reshare the link again on the chat. That is the link. Or as well, you can use this one. So those are the 2 links. Maybe we can have someone need to unmute and then tell us if you have been in a position to register, or maybe you have been in a position to click on the link and actually be able to register on the portal. Yes, I can see questions have already started streaming. Yes, we have certification at the end of the training. But as you had seen earlier on the training and the trainee's life cycle, we also, after training, we also take you to a 1-month mentorship that you're supposed to complete for you to be ripe enough to receive the certificate. I can also see a direct question as to how someone is supposed to reach on the 60%. If we want to reach the 60% completion on the profile, so this is the landing page, or this is the portal. Once you're logged in, what you simply need to do, just click on the profile. You can say view my profile, or you simply click on where you have your name on this. I hope you're able to see my screen. So you simply click on your profile, or maybe on your profile photo if you have already set your profile photo. So once you click here, and then you go to my profile. So from here, you are able to actually update. The beauty of this, once you update, the more you update, the more your profile actually increases in terms of completion percentage. So for example, personal information, for example, you realize that once you fill your personal information, the percentage completion is actually going to increase. So for example, if I want to maybe to add educational qualification, I simply need to come here, educational qualification, add the qualification. For example, if it's a certificate, so I'm going to say a certificate, and then maybe in information technology institution, for example, if I could say KU here, and then country, for instance, maybe say it's in Kenya, and then year at end, for example, I could say maybe 2020, and then grade, maybe for example, I could say maybe upper credit description. You can decide to describe on what was entailed in that course, and then you say add. The moment you do something actually on the portal or on your profile, it adds your percentage completion. Yes, as simple as that. I don't want to add something because I've already added. So, but if I just, the moment I say add, you will see that the percentage completion in this case, it's going to increase to maybe to some level. So the most important, so you need to actually fill your personal information. In fact, the moment you fill your personal information, you also fill your address, you also fill your educational qualification. At that point, and maybe you feel some part of professional or work experience. Work experience could be a place where maybe you have worked before. but it's not, as you can see, maybe from on my profile, I've not already filled, but it's already at 60%. So the moment you fill personal information, address, and educational qualification, your process, your profile will be at 60% complete, which means you could be ripe enough to actually book a class. So keep the questions coming on the same. So David, I believe now I've answered your question. Maybe what I can do, because for the interest of time, I will just leave my number. If you have any questions on or concern, or maybe I start somewhere on the account creation, you can be able to direct DM me directly, and then I could be able to actually sort on the same. But it's supposed to be a simple process. So long as it's something that is procedural. So once you click on something, it takes you to the next part until you're done.
All right. Thank you so much, Eric, for that wonderful presentation on account creation and even how to register on the portal and book for a class. So I believe our able trainees to be are geared up to sign up. I believe most of you have been able to sign up. So if you have not, you can reach out to any of us. You can direct chat. We can share with you our numbers in case you want to. Then we'll be able to assist you through the process. I can see Eric has shared his contacts on the chat. Those who have contacted me directly have already shared my contact as well. So if you're interested in any of the skills and you're still struggling to register and book a class, we'll be able to assist you through that procedure. So right now, we'll give a chance to anyone who has any query to just wrap up their hands, and we'll give you a chance to speak. I can see Douglas' hand has been up for a while now. So Douglas, it's your time to ask maybe or share with us your contribution.